Okay, so we're going to be looking at some blighted maps. I had a video before this, and basically it was like invest 20C, get like 500C back. So if you want to check that out, this is the follow-up video. And basically we're doing the Blight train now. So let's go over here to Blight. We farmed up a couple maps, and let's see what we can rock with them. So I'm going to throw up my normal blighted map. We're going to talk about Ravaged a little bit later, but you know, what I do is, or I guess let's talk about what's common. First off, if you're new, you should probably use amber oil. That's going to make you building buildings way better. And plus, if you're new, I might as well show you this right now. You want these two anointments, your meteor towers, which is indigo and violet, and your chilling towers, which is silver and opalescent. So keep that in mind. Those are the wombo combo you need. And yeah, if you're struggling, use these. And I feel like the common, like the fucking like common what everyone does to run these maps is just triple till. They just triple till, make everything faster, and they can farm and everything's quick and it's almost guaranteed profit. Let me tell you this, it is almost guaranteed profit. If you buy these maps at like 10C a pop, which that's what they're around, like you could get them 5 to 12C probably. You're probably gonna always make profit, like in the long run. However, man, I feel like you don't get that much shit. Like the teal oil's nice because you can, it shortens it by how much? 150 seconds shorter? Like that's insane. That's great. That's really good. But I don't get a lot of, I don't get a lot of shit. And I don't like not getting a lot of shit. You know what I mean? I like the loot. So I like to invest a little bit into these. Medium investment. Kind of our theme here from the last video. So I throw in a silver oil. And the silver oils are going to be a little expensive. If I control D it right now, it's sitting at around like 40C. It's kind of expensive. But you can usually get 40C out of the bag if you're doing multiple bags, you know what I mean? So yeah, so it's fine. I like it. It gives us what, 80% increased quantity, 80%. That just fucking sounds good. And let me be the first one to tell you, probably not the first one to tell you, but I tried triple golden, triple silver, triple opa on these Blight-Ravaged maps. More on that later, okay? I have my own strat, and I think it's pretty damn good. So, I share it. So that, yeah, that's what I do. I like to put in 1 silver and double till. If you're new to the game and you're struggling and you want your towers to do most of the job, and let's say you have Cassia's Pride on your tree, which is over here. Which is over, oh yeah. Which is right here, which means you do less damage, but your towers do way more. That's pretty good too. So, then you could use the amber oil. Other than that, if you don't want to invest in silver oil, I would just get like a 1 opa and like double crimson and make your chests more lucky. If you don't want to use teal because it gets a little too hectic, and you don't want to invest 40C because, well, shit, it's 40C. You can do that. So yeah, so that's what we do. I'm gonna throw a 2 teal and 1 silver, hit Anoints. And then what I do is I'm going to chisel it up. So we're at 100% quant. And then we're going to alk it. We hit 161 quant, which is pretty good. As long as it's not terrible, I'm going to just Val Orbit and pray. All right. Not bad, actually. I mean, we only went up like 3 quantities. Sometimes you can get fucking crazy and it'll go up like 30, 40 quant. The more quant you want, or the more quant you need, excuse me, the better, right? The more quant. Wait, what the fuck am I saying? You get it. All right, you get it. Basically, the more quant, the more loot, and we want it corrupted because of this. This shit right here, tainted oil. And I'll let me tell you something. I haven't gotten shit from this. I've been Val Orbing everything. How rare, like how elusive is this tainted oil? You know, like I have not gotten it. And I've been doing this for a while. So maybe I'm just fucking unlucky. I don't know. But we're going to run this map and I'll speed it up. I heard the criticism from the first tutorial kind of series video I did. And you don't want anything. So we're going to just get right into it. So we'll go into the map device and you'll see that I have some shards here. These are the sacrifices. I use the sacrifices because they give 5% extra quantity. All right, you can't really juice up your blight maps besides oils and these shards. You can use mortal fragments, but they're like 5 times the cost. So I'm just rocking these. I mess with the mortal fragments on Blight-Ravaged because I feel like it's worth. But other than that, I just use these. So let's hop in. Start the blight counter. We're chilling. We're having a good time. Let me tell you what you need to do for your setup. So let's kill stuff. The first thing to do is you want to get as much early money as possible before things get kind of a little crazy. And what I'm looking for is 3 turret placements back to back. We kind of have a terrible layout. It would be perfect if we had something over here. Oh, here we go. So what I would do here is I'll stun, I'll freeze, I'll flame. Stun, stun, freeze, flame. And that's all you need. Level these up all the way and you're chilling. Remember to kill everything. Get your money up as much as possible in the early stages of the round. And then all I want to do is do the same. Freeze, stun, molly. Fireball, sorry, CS2. And that's all you do. You just freeze, you stun, you fireball. And then you just constantly do that over and over and over again. And you're chilling. So I'm gonna complete this map and we're gonna zoom through the loot and see what we got. Okay. Loot explosion, not much. So these maps don't really give too much, and there's a few things that you really want that we didn't get, which is the stacked decks. Stacked decks pay a lot of money, and they're almost guaranteed profit every time you get it. We did get a decent amount of currency nodes, a few blights. So let's see what we got. Okay, so let me be the first to tell you, we didn't get shit. We didn't get anything. Kind of fucking sucks, but it is what it is. It's just one map out of many to come, right? But you get the idea. This is what I go for. We did get a Blight-Ravaged map out of it, so you could sell it for profit or just run it. But I would just run it unless you literally can't. Then I would sell it. But we got some essences. They're all bad, let's be honest. They're all just bad. I never sell essences. Really, I'm just looking for good oils. I'm looking for flat currency. I'm looking for stacked decks and maybe incubators if we get the Legion capsules as well. So that was that. We're gonna move on to what I do with the Ravaged maps, and you can tell I was showing you guys the last video on the mapping portion on how to farm these maps, right? You can just tell right off the bat you're gonna make more money just mapping. But it's fine if you want to do blight maps. If you like it, it's real cozy content. I get it. It's nice. I like it. I just don't think you make as much money with it. I'll just say that. So let's go over here. We're gonna dump some of this stuff out, and then I'm gonna talk about what I do for the Blight-Ravaged maps. So for Blight-Ravaged, we just kind of want a good one. Pro tip, by the way. Let's say you have these maps right here. These are pretty cheap, right? 35C to 40. This one's 35. Another 35. And then we have this Atoll map, which is actually 50C, and it's kind of hard to get my hands on these maps. If I were to buy 2 maps, it cost me 100C. Or I could just roll this to rare real quick. Go to like my fossils. Where are they? Where's my fossils? And then buy a fucking fracturing fossil, which is about 30 chaos. And I just fracture this bitch. And I'm good. Easy. And that's it. Basically you get a cheaper version of your map. I'll do that for Crimson Temples. That's like a super important one, right? Everybody wants to run it on the chance of getting like the pocket theories and all that stuff. So everybody likes running Crimson Temples, as well as it's just a really good layout for Blight. It's just a really good map, but they're like 80C a pop. So instead of paying 80C twice, pay 80C once and then 30C to get a copy of that map and then run the copy. Because you can still enchant it, you can still do everything. It's just a copy. So, yeah. Quick tip for you. But other than that, let's head over to our Blight. This is what I like to do on my Blight. I like to do teal oil, triple teal oil. Boom. If you can't, if Blight-Ravaged is way too much and you can't deal with the speed up, don't go with the teals. Go with the amber oils. And even go with the clear oils, because they reduce movement speed. Anything that's going to help you, this front row of oils usually are helpers, right? And the bottom row of oils are usually like buffers, is what I like to think anyways, right? Because you have slowdowns, you have... You got all sorts of stuff like the verdant oils, which are completely useless if you want to get some XP. You know, you have your utility ones, I would say. And as you get further in, you get more reward chests, luckiness, and things like that. So how I do with Ravage was, like I was telling y'all earlier, I triple golden, I triple silvered, and I triple opa'd. The 3 best oils in the game, which give me luck, tons of quant, and tons of additional chests. And let me tell you, it's so much fun, but I don't think it's profitable. I really don't. I did about, I don't even know, probably like 20, 25, 30. I was definitely lost money at the end though. Got a couple divines, you know, made some money, but did not really, I didn't get into those margins that you want, right? So that kind of sucked. So I'm kind of over it. I'm kind of over super juicing the map. I think it's pointless. What I like to do is I don't like to invest too much in case I get a bad run. So I go 1 silver. I go 2 opas and hit that. So that gives me a little bit of quant, a little bit of luck. And then I go triple black, which is increased chance for additional reward. You could also, instead of black oil, you could go crimson for even more luck, but I like to just balance it out, right? I'm already getting luck from the double opa, so I'm just gonna go triple black, and that is my map. So again, the one thing I don't do with this, because I'm investing a lot, but fuck it, I'll do it anyways. No, actually I'm not, just because I'm going to have to re-roll this fucking thing. Never mind. I don't usually Val Orb these for the chance to get Tainted Blood. One part of that reasoning is because of my build. My build sucks. Actually, I love my build. My build's good. I'm just like hella weak. You know, I'm 100% a glass cannon. Look at my defenses, man. Hey, actually, that's not too bad. I'm only 30% lightning res, but I actually capped the other 2. I forgot. I bought this new jewel. I completely forgot that it did all res. Hell yeah. All right, so here we go. Anything that looks good, maybe I'll run a couple chaos at it. Fuck it. 180. Boom. 180. Cannot leech. Not leeching kind of sucks. You think we can hit 180 again? Oh, that was a bad idea. Oh my god. Oh, my chaos. Oh. Nice. 181. All right. So typically, I'll run these shards with it, I'll use Mortal Grief and Mortal Hope. These are 5C a pop. Yep. So instead of like this, I'll just put these two in, put the map in, and go. Let's run this map. Let's run through this map, and I will catch you on the end part. Little golden? Okay, nice. So this is what we ended up getting. So we made profit, not a lot, but honestly, I'd rather show you a very average run than like something fucking crazy and you're getting your hopes up thinking it's like the god tier strat. You get some good stuff. You really do, and you don't have to invest too much on the ravaged maps. And remember that wombo combo is going to help you in these ravaged maps a lot, especially if you run amber oil and you can just spam literally every fucking like angle that you see with these turrets, and you'll be able to complete these ravaged pretty easy, especially with just these anoints. But other than that, notably, we got 15 stacked decks. That's probably about 40C. We got an Exalted Orb that's like, what, 30? Oh, it's 20. 19C. The big one, right? The big ticket item for this run was the Golden Oil at 78C. And then we got some random stuff that is just kind of nice to have, right? Some div cards. We got a bunch of fragments, a bunch of lesser oils, just some bubblegum loot here and there. And that was just one run. So, in my opinion, Blight-Ravaged is always more fun to run because you get more loot and the explosions are way more fun. But they are way more expensive. And if you buy them, I don't know. I wouldn't buy them. I don't really fuck with them a lot of the whole like, well, I bought 1 billion maps and I ran them all, and like yeah, you can do that and check your profits, and that's all well and good. I just rather farm everything. I get so bored quickly doing one thing, doing mapping over and over again. I'm tired of mapping. I want to do some TOA. I want to try out some other league mechanic. I want to do something else. So the whole cycle of this blight, going from mapping to farming the blights and getting the oils and getting the ring anointments, from farming the blighted regular maps to try to get blight-ravaged maps, getting a little bit of silver oil in those so you can get some regular bubblegum loot. I've gotten tons of divines. One map I had 4 raw divine drops. Didn't record it, sadly, but I feel like I wouldn't have counted it anyways. But you get some crazy opportunities of getting good loot. The Voidborn reliquary keys, they show up a lot. And those are like 2.7 divine now because all these degenerate gamblers, including myself, I always run them. But yeah, so that was the video, guys. I wanted to show you a good example of not investing too much, but not really investing too little either. We're not crazy making a lot of high amounts of money. And the thing is if I were to triple gold, triple silver, triple OPA on that same map, I would have gotten a lot more quantity, but there's no telling that I would actually get and pay for my map, because at that point you're spending almost 3 divines in one ravaged map. It's almost impossible to like profit unless you hit multi-divines, unless you hit these Voidborn keys, unless you hit like tons of like perfect fossils and all the perfect like 100 stack decks. And believe me, you could do that, but I think you would bleed a little bit of money before you started profiting on the long end doing the ultra juiced forms of ravaged maps. At least my thoughts. So I just take it easy. I go 1 silver and then I kind of play around with whatever, right? 1 silver, double OPA, triple teal, and then black oil or crimson. So yeah, that was it. I hope you liked the video. And I will see you in the next one, I guess. All right.